I am at Wrest Park and I want to see if you can have an absolutely free day out in the UK. Well, kind of free.
I will explain later how I got these tickets for free. As with any sunny weekend day, the M1 had queues and lower speed limits, but we were fortunate enough to only be on it for a few junctions. So, we finally got to the exit slip road and we're on our way again. I love doing drives like this, by the way. Look how nice it is with the trees and the sun coming through. Shout out to the camerawoman, which is my partner. Isn't she doing a fantastic job as we go through here?
Storms on the roof, secrets whispered, bulletproof. We build worlds out of steel.
This is what it looks like pulling into Wrest Park. The grounds you can see on the left and right are free to use and park. It's just entering the park itself, which usually costs money. They do have a cool looking mystery mission which you can do, which I wish we did in hindsight. Once you get past admissions, you're forced through the gift shop, then greeted by stunning scenery, and you could hear a pin drop, hence I'm doing a voiceover, as it felt too awkward, ruining the piece. We then found ourselves in a conservatory, although we didn't stay there for too long as we were being cooked alive on what was already one of the hottest days of the year at the time. This building is the main building in the park. You can actually go inside the 19th century mansion and explore the decorated staterooms and visit an exhibition detailing the history of the gardens and the people who designed them. However, I guess we got too distracted by the outside parts and soaking the sun, so you'll have to find out for yourself what that looks like. I'm not very good at this content creation thing, am I? I'm just kidding, because look at this beautiful cinematic shot that Tarantino himself would have been proud of. And what you can't see is that I'm actually going down the stairs as I'm taking this shot, which should give me even more credit, I think. We then spent some time taking in the nature and walking past the statues. And we came to a section which looked like it should have been a fountain, which you can hear with some very intelligible background noise.
Should be a fountain, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then there was yet another building with a lake in front of it this time, and I was so gobsmacked it really brought out the inner historian in me.
It's hard to fathom that they made things like that in 1682.
I then quacked at ducks.
Quack. Quack.
It was so good that I summoned even more. And after a short walk along this lake, I found a building that I could explore.
It looks like you can actually go inside this building, so let's have a look. Wonder what's up here.
This is kind of like scary.
I don't know what this is. Tell you what, I wouldn't want to stay a night in here.
I can't do that.
No?
No, it's way too tight.
It actually does go up again, so let's see where it goes. I'm not too sure where it goes though. Goes up a long way. No one else is up here, so I don't think many people do come up there. I must admit, it was a very tight staircase. Time to go back downstairs, so wish me luck.
I hope you enjoyed some of the real-time footage of me filming and speaking there. As I say, it was a very peaceful place, so I didn't want to talk too loudly, and I am still trying to get over that awkwardness feeling of talking to a camera in public.
I made it out alive. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you are claustrophobic at all, because the staircase was very tight. But it was a fun experience and got a decent view at the top, I suppose.
After the exploring, we then continued to walk more, and there's various different paths that you can take. Some parts were blocked off and roped up due to an outbreak in disease. They were having to remove some of the plants, unfortunately, so hopefully they get well soon.
So, how did we get these tickets for free? Well, I got a notification from the Martin Lewis Money Saving Expert website or app and saw that they had a free deal for an English Heritage Family Pass. Then took you to various newspaper sites, so I went on the Daily Mirror and filled out a form. Boom, the tickets are in your email address. Of course, there were some exclusions. You weren't allowed to go to Stonehenge and other popular places because obviously they're big money makers for them. The good thing is it's something we are probably otherwise wouldn't have done if it wasn't for free. The tickets usually are £40, and is it worth £40? I don't know, that's for anyone to decide, but I just don't think there's quite enough to warrant a £40 entry. But I think that's how they get you with the memberships as well. If you are going to several of these places, you do save money quite quickly with a membership as opposed to admission every time.
So this does bring the video to an end. Obviously we could have done a better job making the most of it, and I don't want to sound negative by saying it's not worth £40 for two adults, as how much you enjoy a place or an experience is subjective to the individual. Some of you may notice we took a car and got an ice cream, which was £4 each, so that and fuel probably came to about £15, and that absolutely is a price I'm happy with for the day that we had. Goodbye.
We are back at the car and she has been a sitting duck in the sun, so I'm not looking forward to getting inside that, and it will be a heat box.